and happy Independence Day to every Nigerian out there. Personally, I don't like talking about politics. I would rather talk technology and anything else. Maybe football. Though Man U has. In fact, I don't tire for Man U. But today is not the day to talk about Man U. Just want to say one or two things. There are a lot of things happening concerning the way our country, Nigeria, is going right now. And there are lots of people with the knowledge and understanding of how things run and economy and the rest of the economics and all those stuffs. I'm really not a professional in those area. I'm just a simple software engineer that just knows how to write software. I like technology. That's just me. But I think today I want to talk about politics. Yes, I like to argue anyway. I like arguing politics at times, but it's really not my thing. Because there's one thing about the way Nigeria is. People tend to be biased about certain things. Not everybody really wants to call a spade, and even those that want to call a spade don't live by it when the time comes. The first thing is this. Let's ask ourselves some questions, some hard questions. Like, say, for example, you are the director in one of the federal or state ministries or parastatals, and there's an interview for an opening in those establishments, and someone else does better than your son or your daughter or your cousin, your nephew, your brother in that interview. Someone else is more qualified. Will you give that job to the person that's more qualified? Or will you instead give it to your son? That's just a question. You ask yourself that question. If you ask yourself that question, whatever the answer is, if the answer is not yes, that you give it to someone else instead of your son, then know that is part of the problem of Nigeria. People are not being considered based on what they can do, but based on who you know, based on who you are to me. That can be related to racism and tribalism. Racism simply says you judge people by their color, not by who they are, not by what they can do, not by their character, not by their personality, but based on skin color. And that is some of the root problems in Nigeria. Let's leave corruption first. Corruption can be dealt with. But first of all, what are the things that are allowing corruption to remain? We all have our prejudice concerning certain things. For example, will you vote, if you're an Hausa man, will you vote an Igbo man or a Yoruba man that you know will do the right thing for Nigeria and not vote for an Hausa man because you know that the Igbo or the Yoruba one will do better? And if you're an Igbo man, will you vote a Hausa man that you know is better than the Igbo man you consider your brother, knowing that the Hausa man will do better? Who will you vote? Will you vote for a president or a contestant based on what you think they have to offer, not based on your allegiances to your tribesman, or not based on religion, or not based on any of the other things that we might want to use as a yardstick for who we vote for? So these are the questions we have to ask ourselves. Can you stand or live above tribalism? These are very serious questions. Can you remove your religious allegiances? Can you put them aside when it comes to politics, when it comes to things that concern Nigeria and the progress of Nigeria? Can you do that? Can you stand up to that man of God that you so much believe in, that will tell you vote for this person even when you know that that person is not the right person for that job? Can you stand up to that imam? Can you stand up to that religious leader? Can you stand up to that traditional leader or ruler that is telling you what to do? Can you stand up to that cabal and say no? Can you decide, I am not going to take that bribe from you. I'm going to vote the right person in. Can you do that? Can you decide that, okay, I'm going to call a spade a spade? Corruption is corruption, because in Nigeria, corruption is only corruption when you're not benefiting from it. When your father or your uncle or somebody that you know or have access to is the person corrupt, all you do is you go with your own fake portfolio, with your fake business plan and contracts, and get these contracts that you never do. So it's just what I think. It's just a challenge. Can you, for once, or is it something that you think you can do? It's basic. It's Independence Day. Everybody has something to say. Everybody has what they think is the problem of Nigeria. The world has gone far from where we are currently. Yes, a lot of people will say, okay, we don't support IPOB, we don't support IPOB. First of all, let me make this clear. I'm an Igbo man. The idea of IPOB is becoming strong and strong every day because of the repressive system of government we have in Nigeria. Trust me, I prefer a one Nigeria to Biafra. But where the one Nigeria is now a problem, where things are done, where cows now even have more value than human beings, I don't think that's a country anymore. But can Nigeria be better? Yes, it can be better. My own opinion, do I prefer a united Nigeria to a Biafra? Yes, I do. The truth is this: we stand better as one Nigeria than as a divided country. That is the truth. But when the one Nigeria is a problem to the Nigerians themselves, that's where breaking the country starts becoming an idea and reality. That's why most people will want to support it. Not because that's the best solution, but it's an alternative. It's a viable alternative. We cannot live in a country where there's no economic planning. A country where legislators are just there doing whatever they like. A country where the police do whatever they like. A country where at the airports, all the custom officers want you to give them money. Immigration officers want you to give them money. A country where SARS will stop you at the road. Once you are carrying a laptop, you are a programmer in one company or the other, you're already a Yahoo boy. There's no question about it. You don't give them money, they shoot you, they put a rusted gun that will never work on your body, and you're already a thief. That is the hardest country in the world to even do business in. That's why one thing I know is, if we can get things right, Nigeria has what it takes to even be better than China. We do. We have the technical know-how. We have youths. Our youths are not lazy. I've never seen any group of people that's resilient as Nigerians. We are very resilient. We grow anywhere. With what we have in Nigeria currently, most other countries would have disintegrated just by having half of the problems that we have. But we have been going from strength to strength. It's very bad to look at the way Nigeria is, but let's just face the fact. If Nigeria continues the way it is, whether there's IPOB fighting for Biafra or not, Nigeria will disintegrate. It will go completely. It will go. We don't even know how many pieces it will break into. Because the government will fail soon. The money that they are siphoning is going gradually. Very soon, nobody is even going to borrow more money to you. Because once a country gets to the point where there's a possibility of disintegration, even the lenders will not want to lend money anymore. Except if there's something they believe they can cash out of it. If they can cash out during the war and the riots that will come out, that's the only way they can get their money back. But if they believe that, because if Nigeria breaks up today, who pays all the debts? If there's a separate state of Biafra and did not decide to name theirs a different thing from Nigeria, and say if there's another one coming out from the West and they decide to name it something else, who pays those debts? So very soon, the debts will not be accessible if they think that there's a possibility for this country to break up. Because nobody wants a bad debt that will never be paid. Nobody. So why is the government borrowing continuously? Why? And what are you doing with this money? Why is there still something called subsidy? When a large population of the citizens don't even have a car. They don't even have money to buy kerosene. They use firewoods. Who is subsidizing those things for them? So these are our problem. Like the former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, the man I love so much, about how he talks about certain things. He's the kind of person that I would like to be. He will tell you the truth exactly the way it is. And I'm happy the way he ran Anambra State when he was there. The development and everything. How can you be in a country where the GDP is crap, the per capita income is crap, and you have legislators earning the kind of money that it's surprising? They just sit there and talk aye, nay, and they just sucking the country dry. We should reduce the number of legislators that we have, first of all. We should even consider merging those two houses. That is the truth. Why can't our refineries work? Why are we still importing? Why should our power sector be the way it is? Why can't Nigeria have steady power supply, for crying out loud? Why? Is it because somebody somewhere is importing those heavy generators into the wharf every day? And let's even face the situation of Lagos. I worked in Lagos for roughly a year, spending 4 to 5 hours of my day every day in traffic. Why should that be? Why should only the ports in Lagos be working? Everything comes in through Lagos ports. Then trailers have to carry these things from Apapa Wharf to other parts of the country. That is some of the major problem of those living in Lagos. Trucks falling every day, causing traffic jams and stuff like that. Why can't we have dedicated rail lines that carry cargo from Lagos to other parts of the country? Why can't Port Harcourt port be working? Why can't that in Warri be working? Why can't the port in Calabar be working? Why must it be only Lagos? And that's why we keep spending money repairing Benin Asaba Expressway, Benin Lagos Expressway, Benin Ibadan Expressway. Because this is where these trucks carrying these heavy containers and shipments pass. If you can dock any goods going to the east in Port Harcourt, Warri, Calabar, these places are closer. But no, you want them to come to Lagos, pick these things up and kill Nigerians as they are going. That's how trailers are killing innocent citizens on the way every day. The roads keep spoiling and you keep giving contract to repair the same road. Why is that Onitsha Enugu Expressway still in the state that it is? Why? Why is Ajaokuta Steel Company the way it is? And why was Katsina Steel Rolling Mill sold to Dana Steel or whatever for chicken change? As if they just gave that company away. We're talking about just the housing estate of Katsina Steel Rolling Mill is worth more than what the everything was sold. We're talking about a company that has a housing estate and a hospital. But everything was sold for how much? Or is it 2 billion? Let's face facts. What is the state of the Delta Steel Company, DSC? At least I lived and grew up in Warri. Nigeria is gone if things are not done. We keep hearing of terrorists. Now the latest one is that the issue of terrorism is now a spiritual problem. That we'll have to maybe call crusade and just... Let's just look at the problems of Nigeria. We all know what the problem is. Can we stop blaming each other? Let's even stop talking about, yes, it's very bad what happened in South Africa, where our government could not even rescue our own citizens. How could they? They can't even rescue the citizens, the ones that are in Nigeria that are being killed every day. How? We have headsmen running around with automatic rifles and nobody is doing anything. And you are busy telling me Boko Haram that. It's a shame that we still even want to think that we are the giant of Africa, where the giant of Africa is going to South Africa and Ghana to look for jobs. The truth is this: no matter what you want to say about Nigeria and Nigerians, Nigerians are hardworking. Give them the right environment and you will see wonders. That's one thing I know for sure. Given the right environment, Nigerians will do things that you can only call it miracle. That's one thing I know for sure. So the question is, can we live above tribalism? Can we change our allegiances? It's funny how everybody is saying different things, but we all have our opinion on what is actually happening. Can we realign ourselves to ideologies that work, that will help Nigeria, and leave tribalism, leave religion and rest of the stuffs alone? Can we keep religion out of politics? Can we do that? Until you tell yourself that you are not going to be partisan when it comes to what affects every one of us as Nigerians, then we will not go anywhere. Well, I guess I've talked too much already. Happy independence, Nigerians. I do hope that we continue being Nigerians because we are great people. Forget about what they are saying that Nigerians are doing abroad, drugs, prostitution. Yes, all those things are true. I agree. But nobody is telling you about the wonderful things that Nigerians are doing out here. You have mayors that are Nigerians. You have House of Reps, members of Parliament here in the UK that are Nigerians. You have Nigerians owning big companies, doing wonderful things. Nobody talks about those ones. All you hear is an internet fraudster that is a Nigerian, a drug dealer that is a Nigerian. Who is talking about the others? Let's never hate ourselves as Nigerians. There is greatness in us. If not, all the forces will not be fighting to just keep Nigeria the way it is. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep moving forward. And let's never lose faith. We'll get there one day. I'm very sure of it. Happy independence once more. God bless Nigeria. See you later. I'm going to talk about something else. But for now, peace out.